got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. You look at this Saints defense. Now they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Carr. That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Steps away. Touchdown! Taysom Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over. Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That ball caught by Slayton. And they move this all the way down to the 9th. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Nifty. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Saints had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Carr now on first down. He completes it to Olave. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Carr. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Azeez Ojulari able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Throwing Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but a officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, and that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Gano for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a play fake. Carr finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Again, Kamara. And this time he scores. Touchdown, New Orleans. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Giants.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got Slayton on the slant. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Now Jones going to change it up here. Barkley. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! Darren Waller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On play action, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Deonte Banks with it. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Barkley, inside handoff. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Saints' 21-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A first down carry for Barkley. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24.
Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes right side. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. And he opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Giants 52, Saints 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Haener sets to throw it. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Haener. The pass caught by Olave. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, here's Haener. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Azeez Ojulari picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They are going to go for it. Here's Haener. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A give to Barkley out of the gun. To about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll go to Barkley again. Pushes past him, and they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, New York.
Up the middle with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On first down, Haener. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Haener looking to throw. He completes it to Olave. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Throwing, Haener. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Haener looking to throw it. Back to Kamara for another catch. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, here's Haener. And it's caught. And he's brought down. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held